Stampers, it's Tammy with Stamp and Scrap Tammy here for your final video of our virtual retirement party. I'm going to check again, just as always, to make sure we're in the right group because, you know, third time might not be. So let me just refresh my page here. I hope you guys all had a wonderful afternoon, maybe caught some dinner, maybe enjoyed looking at a new catalog if you have one. I'm going to try to raise this up so I'm not so close. I won't actually be here very long because I'm just going to show you new products. I don't have any stamping planned. I will go over quick the cards that we made throughout the day. And wow, we actually made quite a few cards for the short time that we were together today in those couple Facebook Lives. So if you want to watch a replay and see how any of those were made or any of the tips and tricks I had about those, feel free. They're going to be up all while this group is live, which I'm not going to take it down. So if you did notice, I have kind of moved to the group setting instead of posting events. It's so much easier to reach people. So don't worry, after I stop posting in this group, they just kind of go off into Facebook land and I just kind of ignore them after that. But if someone posts, I always reply to them too. But so that's kind of the reasoning behind using the groups. It's just easier to get in touch with people this way. All right, so looks like we can get started. A few of you are back. Thank you for joining again. And reminder, if you're joining for the first time, make sure you go to the top of the page where there is a virtual party door prize sign up and get yourself signed up for the door prizes. I don't know if I mentioned yet in all the past ones, all the door prizes will be given out. I'll probably go live right here in this page next week on Wednesday. So on June 3rd, might do a quick little catalog walkthrough of the new catalog, because then at that point I can show you the inside of the catalog. Until then, let me share it with you. I can only show you the outside of the catalog, and I can't show you the inside until it's live. So that's just a Stampin' Up! Rule that they have. So I'm thinking that I will do next week's Facebook Live, or maybe just a quick drop-in on this page on the 3rd, and then I'll do the regular Facebook Live on the 4th over on the Stampin' Scrap Tammy Facebook page. All right, so I think that's all we have to talk about here. Let's flip her down, take a little overview of what we worked on today, and then I'm going to show you all kinds of new stuff. There's so many fun new things. So if you have gotten a catalog, you should let me know if you've taken a look at it. I just opened my catalog for the very first time. Like I said, I had printed off a copy of it when we could only see the PDF, and that was wonderful. So I really looked at it pretty good then, but the pictures aren't as great, obviously, on my copy paper. And so I had to open it up to try to see. A few minutes ago, I decided I should maybe figure out what I was doing here. And I wanted to see what some of the things went with, you know, like what sweets they went with. So I thought, oh, I should look that up. And so I started glancing and I had to stop because it was just like, oh, I didn't want to stop looking. So anyways, let me show you what else I did. So here's the host code. Write that down, take note. If you want to place an order online, get the free card class, last card class from, let me show it again. Maybe not everybody saw it. This is the last card class from the 2019-2021 catalogs. I do have one more class offering right now. It is Birthday Club. But because of product things, product ordering, I switched to the Ornate Garden early release suite so that we wouldn't have any issues with that. And so that's why Birthday Club, that's going out the end of this week, early next week, is from the Ornate Garden. So that one that I just showed is the very last class from this catalog that we shared today. And so it does make me a little bit sad. Here's another thing I did. I should have shared. Behind me is some shelves that I keep all my embellishments, let's see, in cases like this. Stampin' Up! Cases, just like what I put my Simply Chamois in. And so I pulled them all out. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. And Susie, it's good to see you. I think I saw Gail's name and Donna and anyone else that's up higher that I can't see your name. So it's so nice that you're joining us again this evening. So anyways, these are all embellishments that are retiring. I took them out of here because they're going to go straight from my shelf over to the BOGO sale. BOGO sale is going to be in July. My hope is to do it in person. Maybe might have to do a little hybrid of both. So the people that are going to get first dibs on the BOGO sale are those that shop with me through this host code for the catalog retirement party, as well as people that were part of the VIP group that should have had that party way back in April. So I will be sure to contact those people, and those people will get first option to shop the BOGO sale. So just keep a watch on that towards the end of June for information. All right, so let's just quick show some of the cards that we made today. So these were made in the 3 o'clock Facebook Live. And those were with one of the product medleys. And this one, I made a few more. Oh, here's some more. Here's some even more using that medley. So I shared these before, so I'll just go over real quickly. And then this one I made new since our last live. I couldn't stop making these. Also made that one. And this one. So I made 3 cards when we were done. All right. And here's another one. And then this, oh, here's my note card that I had made. And then I just loving this one. The more I look at it, those fun, bright colors, I'm going to miss them so much. I wish I would have used that color combination all together more often than what I did. Usually, you know, I'd use one color or another with something else, but I didn't put them together like this too often. And I just love it. I just think it's so fun, so bright and cheerful. So I'll probably have to make some of these up yet before I put that paper into the BOGO sale. All right, let's move along. So this is but our new in colors, amazing. All right, so I did get a little bit sad in between when I was putting all my stuff away and kind of moving the rest of my things from the shelf to make room for all this new stuff I'm going to show you now. Because up until now, it's been just kind of sitting in a box in the corner of my room. And then I've just been pulling stuff out here and there for the swap cards I've been making and getting ready for. So here is the Ornate Garden Specialty paper, and these are all the coordinating colors, and it does come in a 12 by 12. And then also with that is these wonderful gilded gems. In the current birthday club, you're going to get a half a package of the gems, a half a package of paper, or I'd have to look back. It might even be a full package of the gems. I can't remember the pricing on that. And then you'll get 2 yards of each one of these ribbons. This ribbon is currently on back order, but I will be tying the bows and things like that for you. So I did order enough to get that done. So this is the current birthday club class, and it'll include 8 cards. You can message me to get yourself up on that order right away, or you can just sign up after the weekly email goes out this week. Again, that will be under birthday club. You don't have to be in the club. There's no club that you have to be part of to go ahead and do that. All right, so let me just set that aside. I'm going to just see what these comments said. It looks like does anyone else hate? Well, Peggy, you just got to do it for a full-time job. And then I just say, what I say to my family is, I'm working, you guys, I'm working. It's always, I'm working. I'm just kidding. I don't always say that. They know otherwise. They know a lot of it is play. All right, so let's move right now into, since we just said goodbye to those other colors, out the door, out with the old, in with the new. And how can you be upset too long when you have these wonderful colors? Look at how pretty they are. I'm going to have to cheat and look at the names. So we have Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, let's see, Magenta Madness, Cinnamon Cider, and what is this other one? This is so pretty. Just Jade. So these are our new in colors for the next 2 years. These will be available. There is some issues. Some of these ribbons are going to be on back order right away when the catalog comes. Again, I talked about that earlier. There is some supply chain issues with the COVID crisis that's going on. But I will say I do have enough, I believe, to take care of our first class in June. Don't quote me on it, but if you sign up for all occasions class, that will be, I will put it in the email that you can sign up this week. Our email is going to go out on Friday, so if you're not on my email list, make sure you sign up for it. And I didn't have a full package. I used so much of the Misty Moonlight already that I didn't have a full package of it. So I'm getting some more though, and I hope to be able to get all the make and takes. So there might be a little bit of improvising, I guess, for the cards, but this is, we are going to feature the in colors for our first class of June. It'll be called the All Occasions class. That'll be available to order this week. And then also coming, that I will be putting an announcement out there, is going to be paper shares. I am doing paper shares for this catalog. The price, it's not going to be these little color packs. I might offer a new one for that. It's going to be all of our designer series papers, with the exclusion of the color family packs. And so look at this. This is so fun. And what's really cool, let me find one. So there's 2 different patterns. And then this little thing here, I'm going to put it up as close as I can. Oh, I got it upside down for my way. It kind of has our Stampin' Up! Logo in all the different languages. So if you look, it's share what we love what we do. And it's in all of the languages of the Stampin' Up! Offering, because we are a worldwide company. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing that they did. And it's something that goes along really well with the in colors. I got to find it. Is this. Let me pull it over. I have this stuff behind me on the counter too. There wasn't enough room. Okay, is this. I don't know if they're supposed to go together. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to look super close at my catalog just yet to memorize what coordinates. But look at how cool that is. There is a jar punch. I just punched this out like 15 minutes ago. I was so disorganized still, and I was in here like trying this out, and Allison's like, Mom, aren't you supposed to be like getting ready for a video? But I opened it up, I opened the jar up, and I just had to see how the punch worked. And then you get these cute little jars after it, and there's all of these fun stamps. And I think there's ribbon to go with it, but I don't know. And so these are how they come, kind of like our shaker domes. So really easy to put together. And again, I might not be right on how this all goes together, but I'm really just kind of winging it here. And then take a look at these. Don't you love these? This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's like the first card I made was one of the, yeah, I made this one last week for a tutorial that is going to be posting soon. Oh, where did my card go? I thought I sent my cards with it. Oh, no. Okay, well, it'll show up. Oh, here. Nope, this isn't it. But this is a really pretty one, too. So that's not the one I made, but it's also a very pretty one. It's very similar to this. So that's all new stuff there. New die cuts. Misty Moonlight paper. This is an awesome embossing folder. I'm not sure what suite it's with, but I used it on every suite, I think. And so when I first ordered, I didn't order everything. So, well, I still didn't order everything. But it was one of the first things that came. So that's what I used first. All right. And then let's go on to what else is, I believe, in that. There are these awesome envelopes. I keep using the word awesome. Awesome envelopes. And then there are these cards. They're like the Memory and More cards, where we have, let's see if I can lift this up a little more. These, like I just made this card. I just took one of these. Let's see if I can, oh, I found my card. I'm excited to show you. See, surprises happen when you start moving stuff on a stamp desk. I'm sure all of you understand that. So you have all of these Memory and More cards you can make. You could put them in a scrapbook if you wanted. Sometimes I like to include these and write my note on here in a card if I don't want to sign the card, if I want to give the card as a gift. But yeah, all kinds of cards that you can layer up and use on a regular card. And then all of these bigger sizes you could, oh, and then there's, oh, these fun things. I didn't see these. And so it looks like those are stickers that'll come out. And then like these, of course, I already used all of these bases. I think I even sent some already. So let me see if I can find one that would match. So here it looks, and then these are little stickers that can come off and be stuck right on. So this would be an absolute joy to do for simple stamping. Let me see here. So here you could have a very simple Christmas card. Maybe add an embellishment or so or not. It would be fine either way. And so these go really well with the in colors. They kind of all coordinate with the new in colors, as well as this fun jar of flowers and that punch and things. So just adorable. Let me move those. And here is the card I was talking about. Isn't that just cute? And I had used that stamp set. Again, I didn't have a lot of stuff when I first put in my first order. My pre-order came. I did an overnight ship, so I didn't order everything. And that's why I have this sending you a paper hug on a bunch of these, because that's the stamp set that I got. And here it is. This is adorable. It has some nice sayings. I like the textures in this. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that this is a standalone set. There's not die cuts or anything. It's not part of a suite. So I thought it was very cute. And then let's move into, as long as I have this card out, I'll move into the suite that I moved into using that. And that is this one. So I'm working on getting my displays ready that I'll be using, which I think there's one behind here that I have to do yet. So I'm working on getting these done. These are going to be available to everybody on the Cafe Crafter team, or if you want to take advantage of that Happy Shopper opportunity, that'll be something that you will be able to get as well. If there's interest for customers, I will go ahead and make these as well for them, but it's just a great tool to have. I'll probably make up two, and I'll put this, I'll use a binder thing or whatever, a 3-hole punch, and then I'll be able to put these in a binder too. They do say the coordinating colors in the back of the catalog underneath, but it's really nice to just have this to quick look at, because a lot of times I'm maybe not sure what colors I want to put with something. Obviously this is all green, so it's pretty easy to figure out, but some of them aren't quite as easy to figure out. And then you have all of the colors here, all of them here. So if your paper does get mixed up, you can always put it next to one of these and see what is matching. Oh, hello, Deanna. I so miss class too. I know. One of these days we're going to be able to get back together. I don't know when. That's what I was going to bring up in this too. I don't know when we'll get back together. I hope soon. I'm not making any promises on days just because I just don't know. Hold on. I want to grab the bigger stuff of that. With Chris, so many of you know my husband works at the hospital. He works at 2 hospitals. He works in Mankato and he works at St. Peter. So I'm just not sure, and he's in the ER at both. And so I'm just so hesitant to start early, even in small groups. But hopefully soon. So these aren't all the sheets, but I thought as I showed this that I will show you the stamp set. It's called Forever Fern. And I did put this one together. I should put these going the other way so they don't flip up like that, but that's all right. And here's a card I made with that. And there is die cuts with these. I don't have them all cut out ready to show yet. And then these are just like the star of the show. There are sheets of these. Now, in the past, I've shied away from using the sheets. Isn't that so fun? That's just so cute. It just, I don't know. And so they come like this. So in the past you had to cut them apart. Now they just snip right out of the sheet, so you don't have to worry about cutting. And so I think that was my hang up before, and it just comes with so many different overlays. And this is really nice. And I should show on, oh no, I didn't on that one. I have another card that I should show that one with. So I use this one as a swap card that I just sent out, and I added one of the elements from that in here, just underneath there, just to add another little touch. I must have forgot it on this one, or maybe I wasn't done with it. I just grabbed these out of my bin, so. It's been a busy couple of weeks here in the studio. All right, so nope, I'm not gonna put that back in there. I'm gonna just leave that out. So that's part of that suite. There's one more thing to show in there. And it's these things. And so if you look in the catalog, there's all kinds of things that they make with these. You can make a wreath with them. I saw people making, and it's in the catalog too, but like a dream catcher. So I'm excited to use those. It's just something fun to try. I'm gonna set this one aside and we'll move on to the next one. And there's so much more than this too. This is just what was available in our pre-order. And then here is just a standalone stamp set. I showed this earlier today when I was showing you how to put stamps on. It's called a Grand Kid. And you know what I didn't show, I think they go together, was I showed this gold trim earlier, but there's this nice ribbon here. And that's what I used on there. Okay, Grand Kid, and look at this cute one. This is a hostess set. So this is called Summer Days. If this is one that you absolutely love, it's really reasonable. I want to say maybe $12 or $13. And you could get this in one of those host orders. So if you want to take advantage of that host special that Stampin' Up! Is having, if there's anything on the retired list, you can get in contact with me and we can get your private host code if you'd like, or host code that you can share with your friends if you'd like to pool some orders together. And you could possibly get this as your free gift if you'd like with your host rewards. This here was an exciting one, I thought. It is a punch. I'm gonna try this one out pretty soon. So this one you can cut strips of different size papers and punch them in a variety of different sizes to get different size tops. So kind of a 2-in-1. I think you can actually get 6 different sizes out of one punch. And then you have all these different fun sayings. A couple more cards I'll show from before. These are all behind me. I didn't have anything. Like I said, I opened the catalog and started looking, and then I just couldn't stop. So nothing is in any particular order. Many Mates. This has lots of different sayings in it. Sentiments, kind of one of those go-to sentiment sets. And here are a couple different embossing folders. I don't remember what set these went with, but they're fun. If you notice, they're a different size. We are going to, and I don't know when, I couldn't tell you for sure, we're going to be having new die cutting machines, and there is a regular size one and a mini, and these littler ones, little ones, I don't know, again, earlier, I think I lost my ability to talk well. And anyway, so these smaller ones, that's a better way to say it, will fit through that mini die cutting machine. So that'll be really fun to try out. And I have 3 more to show you. This one is fun. I have a card to go along with it. It is called the Sunflower, Celebrate Sunflowers. And I think this ribbon goes with it. To me, that would be how it goes. This is the one I was looking up to see, and I actually never found it because I started looking at other stuff. And this card, I got in a card swap. It was called Pick Your Favorite Color. And a few of us had gotten our orders already. So this is kind of a Viking color one. And it's Mary Kiley. She's a friend of mine from the metro area. She's in my uplines group, I guess is how I'd say that. So that one is really, really fun. I'm excited to try that and do some coloring with this. It'll be good. This one I touched on earlier, and then we will end with my favorite one. Okay, so this is called Tasteful Touches, Tasteful Textures. I don't know what these ones are called, but obviously the stamp set is called Tasteful Touches. The bundle is usually called something different. It comes with all of these awesome die cuts for labels. And I love using different labels. I think that is my first go-to with every catalog. And then this is where, I think I said this is gonna replace that stitched punch that is leaving. But if you like a punch better, remember those are only $6 and like 40 cents right now. But there is something similar coming, so you don't have to get too worried if you miss out on those. And then here is the paper. I am just thrilled that this is 12 by 12 paper. And it has so many different styles, I guess, of wood grain. And so when you see the price of this, it is a little more. I'm not even sure how much it is, but it is a little more. But there are like 30 sheets in here, so quite a few more sheets than normal. I'll just go over these somewhat quickly. So there's 2 of each design. I'll show you one side and then I will flip it over so you can see the other one. And so I know we were all kind of sad when we got rid of that small 6x6, but usually, like I said before, Stampin' Up! Doesn't just leave us hanging. If they take something away, they usually bring something back that's even better. And I'm guessing that's what is happening with our white twine. And there was something else I was thinking too. I mean, Lovely as a Tree. I don't know if you can beat Lovely as a Tree. They're trying with Rooted in Nature. I mean, it's pretty much there. I like it. I like the Majestic Mountain, but it's still not that pine tree from Lovely as a Tree. Okay, so those are all of the patterns. And so you kind of hit every different grain that you need to. And then let's flip them up. So these are more traditional, I would say. And then let's flip them and we go to more, I don't know if contemporary is the word, but more modern maybe. And like that could be a pillow. You can make a pillow out of that. I'm just so excited to see what people do with this. I can see people making like cute little house backgrounds, you know, like interior design type stuff. And these almost look like a picture. And so these, don't be like this side, some of them kind of scare me a little bit. I'm going to be honest. Some of them they're kind of wild. Like, what would I do with that one, right? And this one, I think you could put some like, this is the one I laugh about actually, I think. You could put some Mod Podge over this and then you could put it just right on your wall. That would be way cheaper than buying tile. Or you could just flip it over and use that side. So that's my take on that. This one is really fun. I really like that one. And this one is a little bit odd, but then you flip it and you have that nice side. So depending on your style, this side might be somebody's favorite. Oh, here's another one that you could do that with, the Mod Podge, put it on your wall. So look at all of those styles. So, and then I really like that side. All right, so that is the new wood grain. And there's a better name for it, but I can't remember it. And somewhere along these wood elements go in. Those are really fun. And last but not least, we have this bundle. And this one, as you see, I do have 2 cards to go with this. This is where I pulled in some of that gold trim. And then I didn't on this one. So on the cards that I sent, I did actually do some sponging around to make it look a little more old worldly. I don't know if that's a word again. Today's the day to make up your own words. And then I did that from the last virtual party when someone asked about inking your embossing folder. I did that on this one, and that's what I ended up with. And I didn't bring it back over here. I thought I did, but I didn't. I had it over drying by my sink. But yeah, so that was fun. It gives it, let me see if I can pull it up closer. So it gives it a nice texture. Anyways, so here I have, okay, so here's without the ink on it. This is just a plain piece of white paper. And then that's with crumb cake is all I used. So isn't that fun? Just a nice layer. I use the same layout here. Now you'll see, this is how working with different layouts. If you're not sure on your stamping, I took this layout, exact same layout, and I made this card. So it's really easy to get new designs with just taking an old layout. And then this one is just, this was my favorite suite out of our pre-order, what we could order. And then this ribbon is really nice. It's it's got a suede feel to it, which is hard to show in a video, but here that is. And then these are really nice. I would have put some of these on there, but I didn't have enough for all of the cards for the swap, so I didn't. So that would look great there. They have these little buckles and like antique corners that you could add on. So you could really add some really special touches to your cards. And then also, this is the stamps that I had showed earlier. There's die cuts that go with that. And then let's open up this. It's another Memory and More. I think these might be the only two in the catalog. I'm not positive again. It's been a couple weeks since I looked at it. But this would be a good one. Of course, if you ordered on the 3rd, depending on when you have graduation parties, I know a lot of people are pushing them out because of COVID. So that, you know, maybe if you have one later in the summer, this would be a great set to use. Otherwise, I see us using this next year. Or if you're home because you're not traveling, and I think these are one-sided, because you can't, you could do all of your scrapbooking from past travels and use these cards. Those are fun stickers. This is the first I have seen these. So again, these really make for simple stamping. And let me just page through these real quick, and then I'll show you the paper. So real special. I mean, it was almost, some of these are just so perfect, but I know this catalog has, or was, you know, made and probably even put to print before COVID even happened. But isn't that kind of a special saying right now? So here we go. All right. So there we have it. There are the cards. Oh, one more thing. And so here's this beautiful paper. It looks gold, but if you set them side by side, it's just enough different that you're going to think you got to have this stuff. It's just a little bit richer. It's really special. And it matches this paper so well. And I will open this up and show it and share it with you. And then we are going to finish up for the night. And I'm going to go check on my children. My husband left for work right before we started. So we're going to see how they are doing. All right, so take a look at these. So one side has all the foils. And maps and all that fun stuff. And then you flip it in, and the other side has just lots of textures to pair along with the other side. So anyways, that is everything I have to share. If you have a favorite that you saw during this video, I would love to know. Share in the comments. And go ahead and keep sharing and taking a look at the other things I'll share throughout the week. I'll still share a few more things with you of the retiring things. We're not done with them for good. I'm just done designing with it for now. And if you have any questions at all about any of the content that we shared today, please don't hesitate to reach out. Tomorrow, I will let you know, I will be unavailable tomorrow. We will be out of town for my husband's grandmother had passed away a while back. So, or not a while back, but a little while ago. And so we're having the memorial service for her tomorrow. So I will not be available tomorrow, but I will be available all day on Friday. And then I will, again, not be available on Sunday because we're going to go for a social distance graduation party for my nephew. And then I'll be back available Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to help you with any catalog ordering that you need, any last minute things out of the catalog. I'm just sharing these ones again from today. And I really appreciate everybody that has watched today, that has been keeping in touch with me and taking my classes still and watching me on these Facebook Lives. I truly appreciate it. And again, I cannot wait until we can get back in person, hopefully sooner rather than later. For those of you that have become wonderful customers throughout this because maybe you live farther away and now you're catching me because I am doing more lives, I will continue to be working this into my business as well to keep you posted online because I'm really enjoying interacting with all of you. So we'll be able to continue to do both, but I cannot wait until we get to see you guys all in person. So this wasn't quite the same doing a retirement party all virtually, but we just couldn't let it pass it by without doing something. So I hope you enjoyed it again. Keep sharing. I love here's the host code again, and make sure you take a look at all of the shares on the swap and consider sharing your own swap card. You could win a prize for doing so. There'll be 2 prizes. Brody and Allison are going to pick a winner of their favorite design, and then there'll be a random drawing. And Donna's asked, yes, Donna, all of my classes I'm going to continue to do online that I'm doing now. So everything I'll continue to do for a month. I do think this month I did only end up with 3 because I only ended up with my May and June or April and May basic classes kind of overlapped. But normally I do 2 basic classes. So one, I'll make it the 1st to the 15th where you get a free card kit with your order. And then the other one will be from the 15th to the end of the month. And then I will continue to do the all occasions class monthly and my what I call the birthday club class monthly. And that will always be available both in person and to go. So I've really been fortunate in a way that I've been able to add that aspect into my business and do a little focusing on that. But I can't wait to start sharing again in person and again, continue to share with you guys online. All right, everybody, thank you so much again for watching. Until next time, have a great week, great weekend, and I will be back live with a short little snippet with all of our winners on June 3rd in this page, and then back with our regular Facebook Live on June 4th over at the Stampin' Scrap Tammy page. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.